customer calls from a campsite, get all set up, start to put the slide out, and it stops. And they're with a group of friends, so what do? Get out the laptop and we'll Facebook it, we'll Google it, we'll YouTube it, and we'll fix it. Well, after several hours of none of that happening, we decided to call a tech. So she called and said, hey, can you come out and help? And I said, sure. So I scheduled an appointment for the next day. I go out there, and the husband's there. And I started to get the slow roll of the Facebook engineers and Google expert and the YouTube techs that they all consulted to fix their slide out problem. After I start to walk around the unit, look at the slide, notice the set screws out. I see some markings where there's some pry marks in the side. Looking at the harness, and it just pops out. You can see where the lamp was moved over a little bit. In an effort, probably tried to fix it. I said, well, what was the problem? He said, well, I went to push it out. I heard this noise and it just wouldn't go out anymore. I said, well, what'd you do? He said, well, my buddies came over and Google said this, we tried this, and we tried that. I spent about 2 hours putting everything back that they had taken apart or screwed up, including soldering the leads back, put it all back together like it should have been, and ran it in and out. But now I don't even know what the original problem was. I suspect I know what it is, but I don't know. This is a great resource if you know what you're looking for. If you are confident in the people that are giving you the information, have the knowledge to do so, but you got to be careful, because we do have Facebook engineers, we do have Google experts, and we do have the YouTube techs. And I put all those in quotes. But be careful who you select to get your information from. And once you decide to start digging into motors and seals and electrical components, just be aware that if you get into a situation like that and you gotta call a tech, they're gonna have to come out and put everything back the way it was before you took it apart. And that's not cheap. So just be careful who you consult with, because it could cost you more money in the long run. Now, this is in no way to take away from those that are on YouTube who have established channels, who really do know what they're talking about. And there's a lot of really, really, really good channels out there. There's the people on Facebook that really know what they're talking about. They're in specific groups for those specific reasons. And you can Google some things that'll direct you to those social media sites. One thing to do is also look at the comments. Look at what people have said, thank you for this, and this helped me out, or hey, this didn't help me out, but maybe this will help you out. Just don't dive into the first channel and think that's your cure-all. Just be selective in what you choose to look at for guidance. Some people aren't mechanically inclined, and if you're not, it's not a problem to reach out to others for help. But just don't get above your skis. Ultimately, it worked out. We got it all back together. They're happy. They're camping. The slide's working okay. So just don't know what the original problem was, because it was all in disarray. Like I said, it looked like a crime scene. But this is a good resource. Just know what you're doing with it. Use your powers for good and not evil.